We did it. We crossed state lines with the intro.
And, by the way, crossing state lines, I feel very Smokey and the Bandit right now.
Oh, dude.
You know, because we're bootlegging podcasts.
Are you Smokey or are you the Bandit?
I'm the Bandit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, Smokey's out looking for us.
Yeah. I ain't the Heat.
No. I want to be, what's the truck driver's?
The Snowman.
That Snowman?
Yeah, the Bandit, the Snow. Bandit, come on back. This is the Snowman. But all you young people who don't know what we're referencing, it is a classic Burt Reynolds film from the 1970s.
It's a franchise.
Yeah, the height of disco, the height of machismo.
Oh, the height of mustaches.
The height of facial hair and chest hair.
And gold chains,
Gold chains, bro.
Feathered haircuts.
Yep.
Come on.
And T-top Trans Ams.
Damn. You know, when you say Trans Ams, it means different things now.
What?
When you say the word trans and then am, because of our culture, I'm like, why does that car not know whether it's a boy or a girl?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, listen, we are doing the show from Kansas City.
Yeah, up in a high rise.
I don't know if you can see behind, but it is amazing. We're in a high rise, and that doesn't happen to a lot of people. A lot of people never ever get up in a high rise.
Who gets to podcast from a high rise? Like, just name
right now in the entire world, probably you and I.
Okay, let's talk about it. Joe Rogan, not in a high rise.
Not in a high rise.
Theo Vaughn.
Probably not in a high rise.
Right?
By the way, I'm assuming. I don't know for a fact on any of these.
We only have to go with what we feel. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's no facts. This is all opinion.
This is gut shot.
Right. So neither of those guys are high rise. No. Right? Who's high rising?
Right now?
Yeah.
You and me.
Let's see.
Come on.
Up top. That's awesome.
D-Man, we are in Kansas City for a lot of reasons. And one of them is it's a special week. It's Big Slick Week.
It's my first time at Big Slick Week, and I think for all the people out there, I think you should tell them what Big Slick is about. A little short version.
Big Slick is a charity that we do for Children's Mercy Hospital here in Kansas City, which they just do the most amazing work saving children's lives. No matter what you come into that hospital with, they're going to do amazing work for you. But we specifically, this weekend is about raising money for the Pediatric Cancer Center over there.
Heavy-duty stuff.
Heavy stuff, but really amazing the work they're doing. So anyway, it's a great weekend. We have a lot of celebrities come in. We play a softball game out at the K. If you know what the K is, that's the Royal Stadium, basically.
Speaking of that, I have some nerves. I don't want to whiff when I'm at bat.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Glenn Fry said it best. The heat is on.
Damn it, Rob.
All right.
Always do that.
Thousands of people are going to be watching you.
I've been in front of thousands of people, but not with a bat in my hand.
Well, pun intended, welcome to the bigs. Welcome to the bigs, homeboy.
Thanks.
All right. So the softball game. So we play a softball game before the Royals game tonight. By the way, they're playing the Detroit Tigers. It's going to be a good game.
Copy.
Before the game, so it's kind of nice. The Royals they're such a gracious organization. They agreed to waive batting practice so that we could play our celebrity softball game. We have about 50 celebrities in for this. So it's basically 25 on 25.
So the only way you're scoring is a home run.
Basically, because there's nowhere in the field you can hit that's not going to be fielded instantly. But this is also a bunch of musicians and actors, so I don't know if they're going to be able to catch anything.
So maybe all told, they're coordinated like a baseball team of 6 good players.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's basically. But it's going to be a really fun, and it's a great fundraising thing, and the people of Kansas City show up. They come out early. They open the gates early. So when I say there's tens of thousands, it's going to be tens of thousands of people out there watching.
You're not going to say this, so I'm going to say this.
Sure.
This, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, was a germ of an idea in your brain specifically, and you said it out loud to, I think, your sister and her husband, right? Hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did XYZ, and we started, did an event.
Yeah.
Right? And it started as a poker game.
That's why it's called the Big Slick, is because in poker terms, the Big Slick means an ace-king in the hole.
Okay.
And if you play Texas Hold'em, that's just a poker term, Big Slick, ace-king.
Right.
So we called it Big Slick because it was a poker tournament when it started.
And now it has morphed into.
It's morphed so many times, and it's grown so many ways.
And you've raised how much in how long?
We've raised over $25 million in the last 16 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. You have to feel happy about that.
I do. I feel very proud, and I'm proud of Kansas City, my hometown, this beautiful
Whose hometown?
City. My hometown. Also, Paul Rudd's,
Whose hometown?
who's one of the hosts. Jason Sudeikis, who's one of the hosts. Dave Keckner, who's one of the hosts. Eric Stonestreet, who's one of the hosts. And Heidi Gardner, who's one of the hosts.
Holy
We got 6 hosts on
That's
this
a
thing.
hit squad.
I'm telling you, Kansas City, it's on.
What are you guys drinking in the water
There's
here?
something in the water.
There's a lot of
There
talent.
was something in the water back in the 80s and 90s. There was something flowing through here.
All of your parents drank it.
Yeah. Some natural spring.
God.
Yeah.
Right out of the Missouri River. Maybe not there.
Maybe not directly,
Yeah, through filtered process.
but I'm telling you, there's a spring around here.
It seems like it.
Yeah. But now, as an attendee, this is your first Big Slick.
My inaugural maiden voyage.
Give me your first impressions.
I don't like
gut
it.
shot.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Give me your gut shot.
Okay, I'll tell you this. So, in my experience, it's been wonderful. All the guests, all the celebrities have been super cool. Nobody's had celebrity-itis. Everybody's normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's a big thing. Like we've all decided when we invite people, we just don't go willy-nilly. Like you kind of spend time with someone, you're like, oh, this person's got a good disposition,
Yeah.
a good mindset. You're
And-
like, and then that's when I always go like, would you like to come to this thing we do in Kansas City? And
Yeah.
and it's always, I think we do a good job of picking the folks that come.
You do a great job. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super happy to be here. And it's cool. I feel like I'm at summer camp.
Yeah.
Because we wear name tags and everybody just comes up to you and goes, hey, and you just start chatting with other people who do. Maybe they're an actor, maybe they're a sports guy or girl, and it's just everyone's cool.
Yeah.
And going to the hospital and entertaining people there, and then when we did the what was it? Not Family Feud, it's Friendly Feud.
Friendly Feud.
Friendly Feud, and it's broadcast into the rooms, and the patients get to watch it. It's just it makes me feel good that I can be a small part of something cool.
And so tonight we have the game, the softball game, and then tomorrow morning we're going to go back to the hospital and actually get some time to
That's
spend
cool.
with the families over there.
That's going to be, I think, a whole mixed bag of emotions.
It is. I've yet to go there and not, like you just said, run the gauntlet of emotions. Always tears, but at the same time, inspiration too.
Yeah.
So you'll run the gauntlet.
I'm a little nervous about that.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about, I just don't want to lose it in front of a patient.
You won't. You'll be strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You will be.
right.
Absolutely.
So how is it from your perspective to host this thing?
Oh, it's like a groom at a wedding. You're running around, you're trying to catch up with the people, and then you as a host, any issues or problems or
Falls on you.
Well, you just don't want to put it on display for everybody. So someone comes and goes, well, I need to talk to you. I'm always like, yeah, I'll be right back.
Right.
And then it's something unraveling or some new twist or a last minute problem or whatever, and everything gets solved.
Totally. Well, I'm watching you run around, and you are running around like you have no head. Seriously, I mean, you're getting pulled in 15 directions, and so to your point, groom at a wedding, you don't really have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's not a fun.
Because you're on. You're the host of the thing. You're on the
Yes.
hot seat.
Your job is to make sure everybody else is having fun
That's
first.
right. That's it. I think what a good host does is you make sure everybody's having fun, and then your fun comes in little.
That's why I'm a
doses later.
horrible host at my house, because I want to have the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's your castle.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you should be able to have
This
fun.
is kind of your castle, though.
Yeah. No. That's the best thing too about having 5 other co-hosts.
Blame it all on Rudd.
But they all work so hard, and they all bring because our families are the ones who do this year round here in Kansas City.
That.
All of our families.
That's the other thing. I met your sister for the first time.
Yeah.
And when I met her, she goes, Darren. She gave me a big hug, and she's got this beautiful smile. and she's seen me on the podcast,
Yeah.
but I've never met her.
Yeah.
And so it's very unfair. It's very unfair. She's like, Darren, and meeting your sister, she's so lovely. And, and that's the other part of being here, not knowing a lot of these people. They've seen the podcast.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, I know. I go, hey, I'm Darren. They're like, I know. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But it's cool. They made me feel nice.
I'm so happy with the way our podcast is growing.
It feels organic.
It is. It's very natural. It's very organic. It's very natural. And by the way, we appreciate you fans out there who watch, who listen, who write in.
Appreciate every single one.
Yeah.
Even the angry people.
Yeah. Even the angry people who get down in the weeds.
You love that.
Oh my God.
You love it. It's cool, dude. You know what? It's what makes the bomb tick.
Yeah.
You need all the parts.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a dud.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, this is going to be fun because we're this block of shows that we're going to be doing. I guess we're going to, and it's up to Claire too a little bit here.
Say hi, Claire.
Hi.
All right.
And unfortunately, Gary was sentenced to.
Did he have his hearing?
I think it was 8 months. Anyway, that's Gary's thing. He can talk about it if he wants.
I didn't think he was going to that trial so soon.
Yeah. So he's not here. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
All right.
Gary's somewhere else.
Gary's somewhere else. That's great.
That'll be the code for when he does go to jail next time. Oh wait.
So Claire, we're going to call this series of shows the Big Slick Chronicles. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How about?
Well, you're the one who's going to be slapping these bad boys together. I want your opinion on this.
How about just big slickery? Slick.
All right, put the write it down.
We gotta
Write it down.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I'm good with whatever. I'm just taking notes.
Can you feel the slickness?
No.
Damn it.
Definitely no.
No.
Definitely no.
Make it slick.
No. Just Big Slick Chronicles, Big Slick Chapter 1, Big Slick Chapter 2. We'll slap them
then
together.
Big Slick Chapter 3.
That would yes, Darren, that would come next.
Dude, I totally get it.
No, yeah, but I'm trying to keep it simple. All right, but this series of shows, this whole wave of shows, that's what we're talking about. All right,
Big Slick.
and I think, fingers crossed, because we are busy as heck, we got to pick and choose. So we are literally going out into the hallway.
I'm having a hook fashion for people.
And we are going to grab people and bring them in here for quick interviews.
And here's the thing. In the evening events, let's just call it what it is. Sometimes a drink will flow, right? And we may get somebody in here who's had a drink. And
Maybe.
if that happens, then they reveal some super crazy secret, super dark info.
Yeah.
Just know where you got the info. Riggle's Picks.
Because we have the no edit pledge.
Oh, yes. We will approve the edits. The guest does not approve any edits.
Yeah. Only us. Only.
Yeah. At all times, we control it. So anyway, hopefully you come on because it's going to be great.
Yeah. Feel safe.
Yeah, it's cool. Just come on. I can't wait to see what happens. You know what? Tonight will either be amazing or awful.
So that's true. We're moments away from getting geared up and heading out to Kauffman Stadium. That's why they call it the K. Mm-hmm. Out to the K to play in this celebrity softball game. So when we get back and record our next show, we will have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
So take notes and let's take some video so we can post some video, right, Claire?
Prediction?
Don't flip me off.
Double birds?
Yeah, just
Claire.
Can we record and bring? Okay, thank you. Unnecessary.
Focus here on me, dude.
Okay, thank
There's
you.
no Claire right now.
It just seems unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary.
Okay.
It's not productive,
Yeah.
Claire.
Exactly.
Oh, God, she flipped me off 5 times. Dang it.
That was machine gun.
I know. She totally Tommy gunned me.
Oh my God.
Tommy gun. Tweet, 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 tweet. All the birds came out. All right. We get it.
Duly noted.
Okay,
Claire. Unbelievable.
Predictions on what you might...
Prediction on the game. I'm going yard. First time at bat. I'm going yard.
You're going dinger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go yard. I figured out from what I hear, when the softball comes in at a high arc, you have to swing in the
Up.
same arc
Yeah.
that it's on, and I'm tattooed. I always swung down.
Right, you had backspin and little floaters.
I ain't got time for that foolishness now.
Look, dude, I'm not a softball player.
Yeah.
But even I know
Yeah.
that you got to hit on the trajectory.
On the ascend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a golf ball.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a drive.
Yeah.
Hit on the
You
ascend.
want to hit it on the up.
Yeah.
If you hit it on the down, you're done.
Hit it on the up. Isn't that Tesla? Wasn't that a song?
Little Susie's on the
Yep,
up.
that's
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what they were writing about.
Okay. Little Susie was a softball reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She
I-
was a
who knew?
very successful softball player, and they loved her form when she hit home runs. Little Susie's on the up.
Little Susie's on the up. Softball ladies.
Yeah.
I love you, but please stop wearing the face guard when you're a pitcher. Okay? I understand when they wear the face guard and when they're batting.
Right.
But when you're in the field, take that thing off.
You know what? It seems cumbersome, and it's just going to get in the way.
It looks goofy as hell.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just call it like it is. It's
I am.
stupid. Here's the thing. Here's what I noticed about college, about softball. I was at Nebraska Furniture Mart yesterday, 2 days ago, and on the big screen in one of the showrooms, they had the Oklahoma-Tennessee girls softball game, and I noticed the amount of bows and braids and like done up.
Yeah.
I was,
But in school colors.
of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was impressed by the care taken to make the presentation what it is.
Yeah.
You know, because
It's almost become a little like a bedazzling of their uniform.
it is a bedazzling.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like soccer players with those fancy haircuts.
Yeah.
They just have a look. The softball players, they have a look with the braids and the bows, and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they play hard too. It's fun to
Dude.
watch. I've actually watched a couple games.
They rip like 75-mile-an-hour pitches in there.
Yeah, I know.
That's fast.
Maybe that's why they wear the face guards.
Dang it.
You think?
Did you just totally tell them to do something unsafe?
I say live dangerous. Hockey players used to play without helmets.
Well, hockey players are a whole different breed. Dude,
Okay. So maybe the softball ladies are too.
who do you think the toughest like but hockey players are up there because I mean they brawl.
Yeah.
You think hockey you have to be the toughest or be most willing to get just beat up?
Probably. I don't. Look, football's the most violent sport
Yeah,
because
but
of the collision
you got
stuff.
4,000 pads on.
But in hockey, you have to have that. You have to be prepared to throw the gloves off. I mean, that's part of the game.
I think if I had to, you're right, but I think if I had to guess, I would say Australian rules football guys are the most psycho.
Yeah, those guys are brutal. Rugby's a brutal sport.
Rugby's brutal. No pads, no helmet.
I hate
hit
to
your
do this to you. Your sport of soccer is the weakest of all.
You know what, dude?
It is, and you know it.
Don't
Don't run down the field and have someone whisper in your ear and you fall down and act like your knees are blown out.
That is like Spanish soccer. In England,
It's all soccer. A strong wind blows or someone farts in the wrong direction and they go, oh God, and they lay down and they go, ugh. And then the second they don't get what they want, which is the yellow card or a red card or whatever they do, they jump up and they're back to running like it never happened. I'm like, what happened to that whole drama I just saw? What happened to you were grabbing your knee and rolling around and now 2 seconds later you're running and cutting again.
oh, sorry, I thought for a
take
second
it.
you were talking about basketball because that's what it sounds like.
You're out of your mind, sir.
You've never seen
You're
the flop?
You're out of your mind. Oh, I've seen that flop. The LeBron flop.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the NBA. Sorry, that's they got to get their act together.
They
I'm
do.
talking about soccer.
No, I know. It's
You know I'm right.
Oh, man. We're going to get you out on the soccer field and see how you feel.
No, I would throw up. I don't run that much.
I don't run that much anymore.
I don't run that much. But I'm just saying I wouldn't be flopping like a fish.
Oh,
All right?
coming in hot right now.
Yeah, because I've had it. I've had it. You shouldn't have brought up soccer. I think I did.
You did. You're really mad about it, and I appreciate it. Hey, we're getting the signal.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, can we come up with a new signal, Claire? Yeah.
Whoa, she
Yeah.
just stirred the air with a bird.
Stirred the air with
She's
a
like-
bird. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Those are whirly birds.
All right, thank you for that, Claire. Stick around, everybody, to the Big Slick Chronicles. We're going to be bringing you a lot of shows from Big Slick this year. Big Slick 16, 2025.